Welcome back to another episode of Not Your Average Joe and Dad, and today we'll be talking about the past season.
Hallelujah. He actually pronunciated his words. It wasn't a
Finally.
mumbled mess. Very impressed. Can you do it again for me? One more.
Welcome back to another episode of Not Your Average Joe and Dad, and today we'll be talking about the past season.
Yeah, a little sloppy. Yeah, this is our 2025/26 hunting recap.
Yep.
Where we'll talk about all the fun stuff we went on and did. Let's start it off with, let's hit Alabama real quick. I went to Alabama one more time.
That's
hurrah.
the last thing.
I know, we're going to knock it out. You want to know why?
Why?
Because there's nothing to report. Absolutely nothing. It was a complete bust. Absolute, utter bust of a deer hunt. You want to hear the highlights of the trip?
What?
Driving to Alabama. You tired?
I woke up earlier.
Big old yawn right there. So some of the highlights of the trip. I'm driving. I get off of Interstate 20 on some back road in Alabama. And I look I say back road. This is another highway. I look over to the left, and there's a coyote sitting on the side of the road. He's like up on a hill, just chilling. He was scratching his head, and it was just on the side of the interstate, just hanging out. I didn't really know how to take that as a sign. And so I pull up to where we're deer hunting, and I'm pulling up to the gate, waiting on Chase to get there. And I literally stepped out of my truck, and I looked past the gate into the road on the property, and there's a gray fox standing there. And he's just kind of digging around and running around, and I ended up seeing him again.
Did it pop it?
No. So, yeah, that was it. I saw a couple does and a spike the first night, and that was the only deer I saw all trip.
Seriously?
Yeah. I was bobbing around. I say bobbing around. I tried a couple different spots just to still kind of see what we could see, but nothing. And weather was real weird. It went from being really cold to hot, and I think that really had something to do with it. You know, the moon was definitely out. You know, we sat one morning, probably about 10:30, and got out to go, do something. And camera popped up. There's a shooter buck in the field. Chase had just left at 11:05. So if he would have waited 30 more minutes, he would have had a shooter buck.
And speaking of moons, when I went to Mama and Papa's the other day, there was this weird moon. It was had like a peachy pink to it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a harvest moon though.
Gotcha.
Or a blood moon. It was weird.
So yeah, wasn't much happening. We decided to cut out Saturday at about lunch. I say lunch, a little after, because we were kind of gung-ho. We sat, after that buck was moving midday, we were going to sit a little bit longer. So the next day, we switch it up, and I get on a place I haven't sat before, but where that buck had come out. And I get in the stand at about 5:50, and I get out at 12. I saw 0 deer. Chase did about the same. So we head out. Sunday morning, guess what?
What?
Shooter bucks on both fields at 8:30 in the morning. So it just wasn't our time, but it was a good trip. Got a good plan for it. But yeah, absolutely nothing happened. So now on to the recap.
Yep.
We had a good season.
Mm-hmm.
A lot going on, which was a good thing. I guess we start. My season kicked off in Texas. And we're just going to hit these highlights. If you want to hear about these individual trips, you can go back and listen.
And you're talking about me pronunciating stuff wrong.
I corrected myself. You just go bleh, and then keep on moving. But yeah, we have all these kind of more in detail in different episodes, so you can kind of go look at the titles and see. But I guess I actually kicked my season off with the Velvet bow season in Mississippi.
Oh, yeah.
But there wasn't anything to report there, so we're not going to talk about that. First big trip was Texas.
Texiono.
Yep. Had a great time down there. Tons of deer. Just great people. Great times. I actually shot the biggest whitetail of my life on my 40th birthday.
Yeah.
That was a great experience. Great memory. Shared that with a couple buddies. And, I mean, the deer was absolutely massive. It's actually, I'm looking at it right now, sitting on the wall. So
above my baby pictures.
Yeah. Yeah, it got prime location in the house. But that was incredible. Just an all-around incredible hunt. a lot of memories with that one. You can hear the story on one of the episodes because ended up Bullet did some funny things. We had to go track deer. It was weird, but we got it done. Found the deer. I was there with my buddy Chase again, and he shot an incredible deer. I
Was
think
it bigger or smaller?
his was bigger.
Really?
Yeah, his was bigger. And then our buddy Bradley, who kind of runs that out there, he shot a nice deer before we got there, and you gave Mr. Johnny his walking stick. He was
Yeah.
real happy about that.
Which didn't you say I might be coming next year?
Maybe. We'll have to see how that plays out. But yeah, incredible trip in Texas. Big old deer. I mean, kind of set the tone for the trip. And then it was Mississippi bow season when I got back.
Mm-hmm.
Really, not a lot of action there. Didn't even pull my bow off the hanger. Real focus was still trying to get in shape for Montana. So me and Joe were walking a whole lot, or I say walking, rucking, backpacks, weighted vest, whatever I could get on. And into October, headed out to Montana. What was I gone for almost 3 weeks?
Mm-hmm.
Because I drove, kind of took the scenic route. So I mean, when I pulled into Missoula or out that way, I was 2,500 miles in 3 days just to get there. And yeah, I think I spent a total of 8 days on the mountain, just seeing a whole bunch of new stuff. First for me, it was incredible. And also the other highlight of that trip is just hanging out with friends. Being on the mountains with buddies and going through things and doing things and snow and wind and rain and making fires.
And yet, though, you still killed a mule deer by yourself.
I did. Yeah, that was that's an incredible trip. You know what I give that credit to? It was, and I think we talked about this on the podcast in another episode, but I had worn this orange hat the entire trip for 7 days. And me and my buddy Brett, we were talking about lucky hats the night before, and I was like, yeah, this is my lucky hat. He's like, why aren't you wearing that thing? I was like, I don't know. I guess being out in Montana, I felt like in a rifle season, you have to wear orange. I was like, might as well just go ahead and wear an orange hat, right? So I took the orange hat off and put on my other hat, which is my lucky hat, and went out solo that day and just had an incredible experience. Walked up on a deer literally within a half a mile of walking in, passed on that deer, sat down, spotted some more deer, and made a play and made a stalk and ended up shooting one that day by myself. So I give all the credit to my lucky hat that day. But an absolute incredible experience. I mean, I've never been on the side of a mountain shooting at something, much less, skinning it out and getting all the meat in the game bags and loading it up and carrying it off the mountain, which is just an incredible experience. Top to bottom, wasn't a massive mule deer, but I mean, it's a 3x3 as they call it over there. We would call it a 6-point, but 3x3, and it was a big old body joker, and he was rutting, and when I shot him, it was dumping snow.
And he was barreling.
Huh?
And he was barreling?
What does that mean?
Down the mountain?
Yeah, I shot him on the run down a mountain. You can go listen to that. I made a bad first shot, made an incredible second shot. But that was incredible, and started the trek back. And actually, the funny part about that story is I was trying to get an elk. That was primary focus. Found a new love for mule deer. Did not shoot an elk. Only saw 2 elk the whole trip. And I was supposed to go hunt with another buddy who's a trooper up there, and he had to work. And on the way back down, he calls. He's like, "Hey, where you at?" And he's like, "Well, I went to go look at this property. I have permission to hunt, and there's 2 shooter bulls standing there. So if I would have hung around Montana another 24 hours, I would have had a
So can you kill a mule deer and an elk, or just one of?
Yeah, I had what they called a big game combo. So I could shoot a mule deer, or I could shoot a deer. It could be a whitetail or a mule deer, or I could shoot an elk. So I had both. But I was 8 days on the mountain, got a mule deer, had an incredible time, felt like a great trip, And I want to say I rolled in Thursday night, Friday night.
Don't ask me.
Now I rolled in Thursday night because we went and picked up the Seekins.
Oh yeah.
And then opening day of youth season in Mississippi was the next day.
And youth season, we did not see anything. We saw stuff, but we didn't shoot.
Well, we rolled in the opening weekend of youth season directly. I mean, I still had stuff in my truck from Montana. It wasn't even unpacked. I mean, we go hunting. It was hot. But you shot a doe opening weekend. You shot it that Sunday night. Yeah. I got it on. You can go check out our YouTube channel, which still is not at 500 subscribers, by the way.
Somehow.
Somehow.
After 1 year.
But yeah, we have that video on there. So we went Saturday. We hunted Saturday morning. We went and sighted the Seekins in Saturday afternoon, and then we hunted Sunday. And you shot that doe Sunday night, and it ended up getting chilly. And I found it Monday morning. But you can go watch the video and see all of that, and you can go listen to the podcast and see all that. But aside from that, yeah, you had a pretty slow use season.
Yes.
Normally you're cleaning house. I mean, you were really
We
going
just
to
didn't
town.
see enough.
No, we did not have a lot of traction. I think the overarching theme with deer movement and lack of movement in Mississippi, honestly, is going to be the acorns.
Yeah.
We didn't catch a lot of rain, and we had just a record crop of acorns. I mean, it's February, what is this, 10th or 11th? So it's not that important.
Our 1 year anniversary was February 6th, Friday.
I have no idea what you just said. But my point is, it's February 10th or 11th, and I could walk you out right now and find fresh acorns on the ground.
Yes, very much so.
Which is incredible. Normally, they're rotted, they're picked through. We had such a record acorn drop, and they are still fresh that it just really, for whatever reason, I say whatever reason, deer love acorns. If they don't have to travel to find food, you're going to have to get in tight on them. So, but nonetheless, I mean, you still got a deer opening weekend.
Yeah.
You got a doe. You got the first deer with the new rifle.
Well, yeah, that's true.
And I don't. What was next? Did I shoot a doe?
Yeah, you shot one at like 40 yards.
That's right, because you weren't with me, were you?
Yeah, I was at my mom and papa's.
Yeah, so I shot a doe. Wasn't really anything special about that. We were getting on the board. I want to say from there we went up to Mr. Chris's spot in the Delta, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I have a video there that I've put together. I just haven't put it out yet, so I need to.
I whiffed on a doe.
You do. You whiffed.
On a giant doe, actually.
Yeah, she was a big old doe. But that was...
Which your gun or the bullet did not fire the first time.
No, you did get a light primer strike. That was the only one we've ever had. And you did not take your time like I told you to. And you fired.
And also, it was my first time without a tripod in a stand where I was like trying to look out the window.
You make all the excuses you want. You missed.
Yeah, I know.
It's on you and your trigger finger. But that was fun. That turned into a pig hunt where I shot a pig. That's the first pig me and you have shot together.
Yeah.
I did not miss. You feel better now? Joe just sneezed. If it was loud in the microphone, we apologize. I popped the pig in the ear at 148 yards. It rolled. Yeah. Big old pig. But that was fun because you'd never been up that way hunting.
No, and also that stand was pretty sketchy to me.
No, it was a very nice stand. The only reason you said it was sketchy is because it was high.
Very high. It was like 20 feet.
Yeah, it was up there. But that was a good trip. That was the first for you. Big old pig. And then from there, I think we roll into... I don't remember. Did you shoot another?
Pipeline.
Did we not have another doe in between there?
No.
No? I guess we didn't, right? Because you only shot one. Yeah, I don't remember the days, but I think we're probably into December at this point.
This is probably Sunday.
I think I shot that deer on a Saturday, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, that goes into shooting. I shot a buck.
Yep.
Nice cold morning. Nice deer. I call it a 9 point.
I call it 11 point.
Joe thinks it's an 11 point, but it's, you can go see it on probably some of our Instagram page or somewhere. I don't know if it's on mine or ours. But just a great deer for our camp. It was cruising down the creek bank, and there again wasn't a far shot.
Yeah, like when Dad shot it, I only saw it for like 10 seconds.
It happened extremely fast, and just absolutely hammered that deer. Ended up weighing almost 200 pounds.
It was 190.
Yeah, a little over 190. Great deer. We were, I was ecstatic. I've never seen this deer, never had this deer on camera.
Yeah, no, we have no idea what deer this is.
Just a nice, for Rankin County, Mississippi, just a nice thick, we'll call it a 9 point. Joe will say 11, but nonetheless, great deer. Very happy with it. Then give us a few days. week?
2 days later.
Was it 2 days later?
Yeah.
What happened then?
I shot my 8-point.
That's right.
Because we originally thought it was 1 day later, but it was 2 days later.
So Joe shot. I think it was December the 14th.
Yeah, Aaron's birthday. My friend from school.
Yeah.
I believe it's Aaron's birthday. My friend told me that.
That's right.
Actually, his birthday.
I shot a buck, and then 2 days later, Joe hammered him an 8-point.
Yep.
And remind me of that story because I don't really remember it.
So, I was asleep, like always, when you told me not to go back to sleep because there was deer moving.
Oh, I do remember that. I'd seen like 5 or 8 deer in like 5 minutes. I was like, Joe, do not go back to sleep. The deer are moving.
Well, like I said, that didn't turn out very well.
Somebody went back to sleep.
And then Dad hits me 5 times like, Joe.
That's true.
Joe, there's a deer.
You normally wake up. I remember that.
Then I wake up. I'm like, what? He's like, there's a shooter buck. Get on the gun. And I'm like, okay. And the deer's on a scrape.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I watched the deer scrape.
And then he turns around as soon as I get on the gun. He's walking pretty far from us. And about 280 yards, he turns. He's about to walk in the woods, and I pop him.
Yeah.
Originally, we didn't think it was a good shot. We thought it was probably like a back ham shot.
Yeah, I just couldn't tell because the way he dropped, his whole lower half just sunk to the ground. And it was your longest shot by far, 280 yards.
Yes. Before that was 250, like 157.
Yeah, and that was on a doe. And in hindsight, you actually made a bad shot on that one. But I don't want to get into that. So.
Oh, yeah.
This year, yeah, that's right. It came out and it actually was working a scrape.
Yeah, it came out around 150 yards, actually.
No, it was about 225.
Seriously?
Yeah. And it was working a scrape. And while it was working the scrape, that's when I was trying to get Joe awake.
Yeah.
And then it walked away from us. And Joe shot it. I wasn't real happy with the shot, to be honest with you. It felt rushed. I don't even know if his whole body was out, but he fell funny. I have it all on video.
He was hard quartered away. Well, not hard.
He was quartered away. And when Joe shot him, the rear half just kind of fell. And the way he responded, it looked like a rear ham shot. And we have this, I think we talk more about this on the other episodes. I think all of these are talked about. But I was not happy with the shot. We get in there, and I'm being really diligent on not wanting to push the deer because it's right on the property line.
Yeah, you had to slow the video down pretty slow.
I did. But when I slowed the video down, I realized that I could. This is the beauty of filming everything with a high definition spotter.
Yes.
So I had the phone in 4K, 120 frames per second. I had it through a Vortex Razor, Baby Razor is what they call it, spotting scope, and I was dialed in on it. And I could actually take that and manipulate it down into slow-mo. And when I did that, I realized that I see an impact in the middle of the body, and because I can see, and then I can see a hit, and then it ripples out. So I felt a lot better about that. But when we get up there, we don't find a lot of blood.
It's also very dark.
Yeah, the blood was really dark. We track it for maybe 10 yards.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
And I'm saying it went off to the left because I've seen roughed up ground.
Yeah, I don't like it. And we back out, and I call dogs just to be safe because we were on the property line. And how far was the deer from where we stopped?
40 yards.
Yeah, and he was about 15 yards off the actual field. He made a little half moon. So when we lost him, he made a half moon circle running back towards the shooting lane.
And 2 things. The owner of the dogs, he said he's dead within 400 yards. And when we found him 40 yards away, I was like, yep, he's definitely dead within 400 yards.
He didn't even get that out of his mouth. He's like, they're on the deer.
Yeah.
And so the deer was 15 yards away.
And another funny thing is you were setting up a camera to look at the scrape. And the deer was right behind the camera.
He was in a brush thicket, so I never saw him. But hindsight, when I put it all together, Joe made an incredible shot.
Yes.
Probably the best shot you could possibly make on that particular situation. The deer just reacted funny. You never know how they're going to react.
Yeah, it was quarter away, so it was like a perfect shot.
Yeah,
it was like
perfect.
a couple ribs back, and it went straight through him.
And it
didn't go straight through him, actually.
It lodged in the opposite shoulder.
I have the bullet on my shelf in my room.
But that was great because kind of got that, got the pressure of you getting a buck off. So you'd had a buck
Yeah.
and a doe. Nice little 8-point. We got it ready to get on the wall. And then from there, I think, I shot another doe, right?
No.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember when. It was after that, though.
It was.
I
think this one was actually on Sunday because I didn't come.
Okay. I don't remember when I shot another doe, but I shot another doe.
Yes.
Because she was like 125 or
Well,
something.
no, I was with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was with you.
Yeah, she was like 125 pounds or something. It was a big old doe.
Mm-hmm.
So I got that doe, and then we really went kind of dry. Like, it got hot. It got hot for weeks. I mean, me and Joe didn't go for a while.
Yeah.
And then it got real, real cold.
And I stayed home like a dumb dog.
No, I'm not there yet. And then it got cold. And then I went to Alabama. And then we came back and we had 2 days left in the season.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't. It wasn't 2 days.
We had
Yeah, it was, because I shot it on the 29th.
I don't know.
Yeah. Me and Joe had hunted, and if you've listened to the podcast at all, this is a very fresh story. It's on one of the last episodes, but me and Joe hunted almost every day for 5 or 6 days. One day Joe didn't want to go, and I ended up shooting a 10-point without Joe.
Yes.
Nice heavy 10.
And then a 5-point came after.
Yeah, and then a 5-point came after.
They could have doubled.
Could have doubled. I mean, then me and Joe hit it hard for the other 2 days.
And also, the last day, you took a little naparoo.
I nodded off for like 5 or 10 minutes, and it was incredible. Now I understand why you sleep in a deer stand.
Yes.
So I shot that 10-point.
And he was little. He was very not wide.
No, he wasn't little, but he was not wide.
Well, he wasn't little. He was just not wide.
I mean, he had over 5-inch bases. He wasn't.
Yeah, he wasn't. he wasn't.
He's
small.
not little, but no, he is not wide. But I saw the G2 and shot, so I ended up getting that.
He's like 12 inches wide, you said?
12 or 13. It's
12
weird.
or 13.
But fairly tall, fairly thick. Carries a lot of mass, especially on his right side.
Oh, I did shoot another buck, but we didn't get it. That little 6-point that had a little white spot on him.
Oh, yeah, I forgot all about that. Joe made a bad shot on a deer, and I'm pretty sure he did hit this one in the leg. We tracked this deer for 900 yards.
Yeah.
And the blood was gone. Just part of it. It was a bad shot.
If I could have gotten it, it would have been a really cool deer because it had like a little patch of white.
He had a random patch of white on his rib cage, yeah, but I'd forgotten about that. Yeah, we tracked that deer for 800, 900 yards. It was over, and it ended up going off property. But I was fairly confident that deer was still alive.
Yeah, because there was no blood whatsoever after a mile.
Yeah, and there wasn't never really a lot of blood to begin with. It looked like Joe grazed the front leg, but that was it. That's pretty much the season.
Yeah. So.
And then I went back to Alabama with nothing. But if we
the funniest part about after the season, the best highlight, it was the 2 shooter bucks that we were going after came out in broad daylight at like 8:30 in the morning on the field we've been hunting, and this was after season.
The day after?
Yes.
I don't think they both came out.
You said 2 of them came out on opposite fields.
I don't remember that. But that's normally par for the course, right? The deer come out. Now, what I will say is after that, I haven't had deer on camera in a week or two.
And the last day of hunting season, funny thing is there was a deer that walked out like 400 yards.
Yeah.
And it was almost dark.
No, it was dark.
It was dark.
5:59, and we talked about that pretty heavily in the last podcast.
Yeah, couldn't see it through the scope. Could barely see it through the spotting scope. And then we left, and the deer showed up 5 minutes after we left.
Yeah, but I mean, all in all, it was an incredible season. I mean,
for you.
Boy, there's people out there right now that didn't get a doe or a buck, and you have one of each.
I know.
So maybe you didn't shoot the 5 deer you're normally used to.
6.
Whatever. But you had an incredible season, right?
Yep.
And I mean, you were, and even more so, you were there when I shot, a couple deer.
Yeah.
A lot of memories made.
And how much times did we hunt at the pipeline?
One.
One? And the
No,
one
maybe two,
I
but
think we hunted there at least 2
the
times.
first time we hunted there is when I shot that buck.
Yeah, and you shot it at like 7.
Yeah, it was like 7:15,
Yeah.
7:30, something like that. But I mean, we can't complain. I shot a massive deer in Texas. I shot my first mule deer. I shot 2 of the nicest deer we've taken off of camp.
And
You shot a nice buck. We shot some does. We have literally 3 freezers full that we have to now process. And I say we, me. Joe doesn't really help.
yeah, I do.
Maybe he'll help this go round.
I
But
always
now
help.
it's time to really get some work in.
That's not true at all. I help most of the time.
Time to really get some work in and start processing this all out. I'm thinking it's definitely time for some more deer bacon.
And there's more time for some jalapeno poppers because
Yeah.
those things are good.
Definitely time for jalapeno poppers.
What, we have like 2 hearts in the freezer?
Yeah. Time for some sausage. I might do some ring bologna. Probably do some more ground meat, some jerky, some snack sticks, some breakfast sausage. Anything else I can come up with, I'll probably do that too.
Yeah. Jerky?
I said that.
Oh.
Yeah. That was literally the first or second thing I said. But overall, I mean, give me your thoughts on the season, Joe.
Wasn't bad. It was pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, it was more than pretty good. It was great. It was great, So I think that's about it as far as the hunting recap goes. Now it is time for what? It's time for the best season. And I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready. It's youth turkey season starts March the 7th.
Yeah.
That's less than 30 days. You're like 3 weeks away. So it's time to get the shotguns out. Probably need to get a little pattern on those. Make sure the batteries are changed in the red dots. Our next episode, I think we dive deep in our turkey hunting setups. We always, I think as the seasons go by, we're gonna start talking more about gear. I love gear.
Yeah.
I'm a gear nerd, and I think we have Joe's system dialed in pretty well. You want to what gauge are you hunting with this year?
410.
That's right, a little red dot
Single
on it.
shot bottomland, isn't it? Bottomland.
Yeah, both of our shotguns are in bottomland. And we've actually both moved to red dots.
Yep. Was I red dot before you red dot?
Yeah. Yours. I set yours up and then wanted to get on board with that.
And both of our shotguns that we use are the same color.
Yeah.
Or same pattern. I mean.
That's because it's bottomland.
Yes.
We just talked about that. So we'll dive more into that. I mean, it is definitely turkey time. I heard turkeys in Alabama. Saw
turkeys during hunting season.
We did. Saw some gobblers. So, I mean, it's time to lock in and get focused.
Yeah.
I did pull a turkey draw.
For where?
Somewhere. I'm not going to tell it on this podcast.
Tell me what state.
It's here. I haven't put it for anywhere else right now.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you. I wasn't going to do Kansas again. Outside of that, I definitely have some turkey trips lined up.
Kansas got some big birds over there.
Yeah, I definitely have some trips brewing around in my head, but most of those are all over the counter.
Yeah. And sadly, we are not going to the WNTF.
No, NWTF.
NWTF.
That's close. Yeah, it is actually happening. It starts tomorrow. I'm pretty bummed. I've never been. I've been trying to get there for years. It just always seems to fall on a bad weekend.
And when we were going to go is the Mardi Gras parade. And we have people coming over for the Mardi Gras parade. And the Mardi Gras parade is literally in front of our house.
Yeah, we do have a Mardi Gras parade, and people try to park in our yard or drive in our yard. So
yeah,
and then
when I say in front of our house, it's literally the road in front of our house.
That's what in front of your house means. And then I was going to try to run up on it and just do a Thursday and turn around and come back, but you have baseball tonight, so
yeah, I do. I forgot about that.
Kind of knocked this out, and this is actually your first field practice with the new team. So,
and this is actually my second time doing travel ball.
Yeah, we're not talking about that, but you got baseball practice tonight. That's an important one.
We've been going hard on baseball these past 2 days.
Yeah, now hunting season's over. Joe's putting in work.
My routine when we get to the place is suicide, 5 laps, and I guess we started doing farmer's carry yesterday.
Yeah, you did. You've actually been doing 2 suicides, and it's an indoor soccer field, so he's touching every white line on the soccer field and
Yep.
running back. He's getting laps around it, and then we go batting practice, tee, soft toss.
Yeah, we finally got a tee.
And then pitching to you. And then you did some pitching yesterday. We're doing fielding.
Yeah.
I mean, we're doing
2 days ago.
we're doing the whole thing, and we're doing it every day. But yeah, you started doing farmers carries. He did not like it when he upped the weight a little bit.
No.
But so we're full in there. You actually have a tournament the opening weekend of turkey season.
What?
For me. We'll have yours. You don't have anything for yours,
so,
but the 14th and 15th of March, which is my opening day, you have a baseball tournament. So that means...
And you're not going to the turkey hunting, so you're coming to my games.
Oh, no, I'll be turkey hunting.
No, you won't.
Turkey hunting is first thing in the morning. I'll be going turkey hunting and leaving there and coming to coach at your games.
Yeah, because you did become a coach.
So I'm not going to miss turkey season. I'll just have to wake up early, but I am not going to miss opening day of turkey season. Because I can get there, do all that, and be at your game. So even if you have a game at 9 o'clock, I can still get there and back.
So right now, it looks like our best spot for turkey hunting is going to be on the side of the field that we've been hunting deer. Because we've seen several turkeys crossing the back.
It's always been a great spot.
Yeah, that's where you killed the turkey last year.
Yeah, where I killed the turkey last year sitting
where
on the tree.
I could have killed it.
You shot your buck 5 yards from there.
That is true.
It's my favorite section on our lease, but there's others because there's actually been turkeys on the pipeline.
Really?
There's always turkeys in the A section.
Yeah.
So we have those. Really looking forward to that, but I don't want to dive off into turkeys too much. We'll talk about that next week. Anything else?
When are we going squirrel hunting?
I don't know. Maybe this weekend.
Okay, good.
You got any tips or jokes?
I got this joke. I made it up like a couple minutes ago.
This should be incredible. I hope everybody's ready for this one.
What is a rifle's favorite game?
What?
Hide and seekins.
That's on par with the rest of them. Yeah, I don't really know what to say. You have joke books. I wish you'd read them. That's about all I got.
That is true. I should read them.
Any tips?
No, not today.
No tips. Don't let this be the first podcast without Joe's tip of the week.
Let's see.
Wow, dude.
When you're hunting turkeys, make sure you aim for their head.
Well, that's pretty standard. I don't know if you call that a tip.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of something.
Well, I'll give you that. Yep. All right. Anything else?
No.
Well, tell them what they need to do.
Like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so we can finally reach 500 subscribers.
That's on YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah.
Yeah, that's on YouTube. So I think that's it.
Yeah. Catch you next time.